12 years before the 1917 revolutions, events occurred in Russia that would weld the Scottish radical left to the cause of Lenin, Trotsky and all. The 1905 Russian Revolution was an insurrection by workers, peasants and some soldiers against the rule of monarchy and the tyranny of wealth. The revolution was quashed, but a seed of solidarity between the radical Scottish left and what became the USSR had been sown. Through the 1910s, links between the radical Scottish left and Russia solidified. Here in the Lanarkshire coalfields and elsewhere, Russian and Baltic immigrants toiled alongside their Scottish counterparts. The two protested together too. They campaigned for political prisoners in Russia. Things came to a head at Glasgow's May Day 1915. There, speeches were given in Russian and red bow ties were sold to raise money for what they hoped was a coming revolution. They didn't have long to wait. When the revolution took place, it fired action here in Scotland and fuelled hope that something similar could start here. Lenin himself asked to be kept abreast of events in Scotland. He saw Glasgow as a Petrograd of the north. But it wasn't just in Glasgow that these hopes were smelting. There were little Moscows in Dundee and Aberdeen and Fife. In 1921 in Cowdenbeath, a wildcat miners' strike put fear into the UK government. To quell it, they put troops on the streets, placing the small Fife town under martial law. As the miners were put into cells in Dunfermline, they whistled the red flag.
I brought out the volume from the Glasgow Trades Council,
Right.
Which was the council of all the trade unions.
A minute book.
Yeah, and they became trade unions and labour, so it's all those organisations together.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting here, they're actually telling you about the Russian Revolution, and obviously you can see the word there, hail the Russian Revolution.
Hail the Russian Revolution. This
Yeah.
Conference of Labour, Socialist and Democratic Organisations of Great Britain hails the Russian Revolution. It's really, really strong stuff, isn't it?
It is really,
It's not
really
just
strong.
a salute, it's sort of, right, we've got it over there, let's have it here now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And during the time when the country's at war as well.
Yeah. I suppose they're a bit more disillusioned with war.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think
the big
that's what the
anti-war
issue is.
thread binds them to the new Soviet Union as well.
It was certainly not over by Christmas. So that's
No. So by now, 3 or 4 years in.
The Lord Provost and the Chief Constable in 1917 in August has actually prohibited them meeting.
Oh, so the result of this instruction to meet is a reaction from the authorities where we hereby prohibit the holdings of the meeting in Glasgow in August of 1917. There's an awful lot going on behind the scenes.
There is.
Revolution's never as spontaneous as it seems.
No,
it's got a lot of committees on both sides here.
I thought I would show you some of these photographs here, but they're actually from Russia and they're taken by a great Glasgow industrialist who did a lot of travelling.
I wonder how many people in Glasgow or in Scotland and elsewhere at the time would have seen any images like this.
You're probably right, not very many of them would have
and yet
seen
they
it.
still had this image in their head that they wanted to support a revolution in Russia.
Yeah. I suppose they suffered poverty themselves.
In the 1960s, fierce Soviet reprisals of the uprisings in Eastern and Central Europe left much distaste. Many drifted away from the cause. By 1989, panic on the streets of Cowdenbeath seemed a distant memory.